veteran with a disability. I find it repulsive to all the Democrats, all the Republicans, and all the independents who had to suffer what Governor Scott and the legislature imposed on him. But I give the Republicans and Democrats and the independents credit. They came out and voted, saying in mass unison, we are Americans. We're not Republicans, Democrats, and independents. We're Americans, and we are going to vote in this very important election. They did. They're continuing to do it today. I give them credit. We will not be overcome with the political antics of some few politicians. I praise these people, and I mean it sincerely. Thank you, Republicans. Thank you, Democrats. Thank you, independents, because you went against Governor Rick Scott and his wishes that they wanted to curtail the votes. The lines at the different places are moving along. We encourage everyone to come out, and we thank all of you that have came out. You're showing the right attitude. You're showing that you are Americans and you will vote. And we thank you very much for that. And we thank you very much for that.
So, Tony, let me ask you this. So the governor says, well, yeah, we reduced the number of early voting days, but in most cases there were more locations to vote early, like here in Palm Beach County there were additional sites, and there were longer hours in some cases.
That is a excuse, not a reason. It's a reason why we had the early voting lines. But I remember in 2008, before Rick Scott and before the Republican legislature got a hold of the situation and did what they did, it was much, much better. They didn't go back to what we did in 2008. And the Palm Beach Post article today carried about the less voters have voted because it was impossible to get all the same number of voters through the voting machines in that period of time. So that's an excuse. It's not a reason.
All right, so you're not buying that line?
No. No, I'm not buying it. I think it's a feeble excuse at best. I'd like to also introduce Mark Pafford, a state representative that has been championing the voters' right to vote in election. And Mark, would you come up?
Sure. He said, well, we gave people, the supervisors, the option of expanding them to sites, hours, and that was what happened here in Palm Beach. And yeah, fewer people voted, but the opportunity that the governor's opinion was not diminished.
Well, I think the governor's opinion really has been proven false. If you look at the last 12 months, almost 18 months, it's not just what you've seen in the last 2 weeks. It's what you've seen over 18 months in terms of making it difficult for people to register, the League of Women Voters, Boy Scouts. Don't forget there were plenty of court cases that put us in the position of having a better election. Unfortunately, we still have suffered from shorter days, the removal of the Sunday prior to the general. But astonishingly, what you've seen are people who educated themselves, who learned about how to beat a system that was trying to beat them, and they've come out. And I think the numbers that we're looking at are dynamite, and I'm proud of Republicans, Democrats, and independents who've taken the time to voice, what they feel the country should be moving to.